Hello and welcome back
Welcome.
to Chance Die!
Burp, 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 burp.
It's been a bit, but we are back with, well, it's a familiar game to us, but it is brand new to all of you. Let me tell you a little bit about Sanguine Knight's Resistance, but first, you may have noticed our cast has shifted just a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about. What should I do first? Should I tell the audience about the game, or should we tell them about ourselves? How are we feeling?
Let's set the tone
Okay.
and give
Cool.
backstory and then
Game.
where we fit into that backstory.
Bear with me, dear audience. I'm rusty. Okay. Here we go. To first understand why we are playing Sanguine Knight's Resistance, you have to know that this Chronicle of Darkness, this world of darkness, this sanguine universe that we populate was and has almost always been sort of secular. Each race governed their own affairs. But around 1816, many seers, many werewolves, many vampires, many supernal races across the continents started to get premonitions and feelings about what the future was going to hold. A gradual sweeping of technology that would make true veil, true masquerade living near impossible. So a order was proposed, a world government, a sanguine world government. And at its head was the one who proposed it. In 1816, the hunter turned immortal blood queen Charlotte Sanguine, with her enigmatic bodyguard, the Egyptian, managed to gather on one continent, in Ireland, every single leading member of the supernal races. At least those they deemed important at the time, if we're being very honest. They left out those that would be a threat to them in future times. A topic we covered in a different game, Beast the Primordial. They were left off the list. For their power was a threat to vampires, to mages, to werewolves, what we call the big three. The Sanguine Concordant was signed in 1816. Now let's fast forward 200 years. 204. We are now around the year 2019 to 2020. And times have severely changed. That Sanguine Concordant became the Sanguine World Government, a ruling body composed of all supernal races working in tandem to keep the veil at all costs. Should a problem ever be too big for the vampires to maintain the masquerade on their own, it rises through the ranks to the Sanguine World Government. Some characters are even placed on the blacklist to be hunted down and exposed, to be hunted down and, disposed of. As with any world government, the Sanguine are the men in black. They are the creepers in the darkness. They do lots of pro bono work that you never know. We, in many ways, are allowed to play these action-oriented games and live this kind of violent lifestyle that you see in many of our games because there are thousands of will workers working in silence to keep the public muted, to erase memories, to fix timelines, to just sort of keep all of that under the veil. This game focuses on characters who, while wishing to maintain that veil, have reasons to have formed a resistance. To put this into perspective, two of our players will be playing characters they played in previous games. Three are from previous games. Two are brand new. And all of these characters, wherever they were in the world, whether that was a bar, whether that was taking a rest in a fighting gym, whether that was at their home manor, they witnessed a Sanguine world broadcast, a public execution of a figure who was at once very beloved to the Sanguine world. His name was Azul. He was a carnivore, a type of sexual vampire, if you will, the last of his kind, and one with a dark, hidden personality that is sort of driven violently to reproduce and fix the race. The this carnivore has managed to hold his impulses through the help of characters that have helped him to find a place in modern society, become a bartender, a defender of a global Elysium called Las Noches. This beloved figure was executed for all the world to see for the crimes of lethal violence against Sanguine Knights, which are Sanguine Knights are the military class of the Sanguine world government, ranked very much like the U.S. Marines. Azul harbored fugitives, what he would call his friends, what the Sanguine government would call blacklist offenders. And he endangered the Elysium that he was supposed to protect. For these crimes and more, he was executed publicly, and that might have been the end of that. Except before the fatal blow, Azul managed to break the psychic resistance that had been keeping him down and looked into the camera and declared for all the world that the woman behind him sitting on the throne, the Blood Queen, Charlotte Sanguine, was an imposter. An imposter rules the world. With that, the killing blow was dealt, but the shockwaves of his world, of his words, lashed across every supernal race, affecting even those within the Sanguine world government who, like Bruce, one of our protagonists, had stood faithfully in the Sanguine world government care, working ever since they saved his life at the defeat of the tyrant emperor vampire Cain, the blood god. I think I will leave Bruce's tale, the little bits of it, for Bruce to introduce himself. But with this, the stage was set. Characters that had maybe never had a reason to pay attention to that world government, that invisible shackle, that invisible empowering political thing, suddenly realize that maybe the voice inside of them is laughing for a reason, that maybe people are knocking at their doors for a reason, that the violence that they've enlisted and chosen to perpetuate is wrong. This is a game of war, of resistance, of violence, of justice. This is Sanguine Knight's resistance. So, now that the tone is set, I'm your storyteller, James Golden, sometimes called James Chaos. Let us meet the cast.
I am Megs. I will be playing the Maquette vampire, Alexandra Kepsnioff. Goes by Alex, makes it easier for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. A little bit about Alex. She was born in Russia in like 1987, 88 era, around the time of the wall coming down. And she stayed in Russia until she was about 14, but left before she could finish high school. She ran to the U.S. She wanted to get away from her family. She is stereotypically a Russian mafia princess. She did not like the way her family was running things in Russia, so she left, and she made her way to Texas, and she spent about 12 years in Texas before the Sanguine caught up with her and made her into a vampire. She's scrappy. She's very scrappy. So we're gonna have some fun with her. But,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
My turn. I'm next, right?
I believe so.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Hi. My name is Sori. I'm the new addition to the group. I will be playing a character called Cassette Alexander. She will be our resident necromantic sin eater. That'll make a lot more sense as we play. Her friends call her Cozy to make her name a little easier on people. And before she crossed the veil herself, she was an archaeologist. Loved going into caves and ruins and being near dead stuff. The older the better. So I think she's gonna have a lot in store for her in this game.
Oh yeah. Who's next? Biss? You?
This.
I think so.
Yeah, I guess so. I am Alfonso, most commonly in this group known as Abyss. I will be playing the Ugalo Beast, the newest of our races. One of the race that, as James said, was oppressed by the Sanguine government. So I already have many reasons not to like them. He already has a tragic backstory that involves what is known as, in this universe, the Detroit incident, which you guys will hear all about.
The reverberate,
Yeah.
never ending.
He his name is Ragnar Morgan. He most commonly now goes as by the alias of Ruin. He is an instrument of chaos and wants to take down any and all organizations, and feels that he's kind of, at worst, a villain, at best an anti-hero. He does have quite quiet traits, but most of those, the Sanguine has been nothing but darkness to him, and he plans to spread that darkness around. So we'll see what path he takes as he joins Bruce and the other vigilantes.
Oh yeah, share the love.
Mhm. All right, I'm next. I'm AK. Hello. I'm going to be playing our mage of the character of the character that is a mage of the group. I am an Acanthus Fate and Time mage. So using a little bit of my own abilities, I can kind of make things turn out in my favor pretty nicely, or very badly for someone else. I'm from Greece. My family, my parents were archaeologists, and so we did a lot of traveling and like learning about different artifacts and different things, and about how everything old and new like holds some kind of like symbolism or power or something. But it wasn't until I went to school in the States and I learned that I awakened as a mage when I was in right out of probably after high school. Um, and I learned that a lot of those things had a lot more power than I thought. So I went back to Greece to kind of learn more of what my family has, found over the years. And in doing so, found out that my family was also a family of mages. They just couldn't tell me. So I traveled with my mentor a lot, learned a lot about different groups and different places. I don't think he really did a lot with the Sanguine, but the Sanguine definitely knows who my mentor is. So I think I learned a lot of probably like if the Sanguine universe was doing things, I was very like adjacent to it. So I want to get closer because it's going to be exciting. And yeah, so that's me. Oh, my name. That's me, AK. No, my name is Savria. Savria Vlokos. So, very Greek name. And that's it. Check.
Yeah. Oh, you're
mute, dear.
Hello, my name is Jack. I will be playing Bruce Steelworks Kalowitz. In my pre-Sanguine world government life, after the tragic death of my wife at the hands of a vampire, I became a hunter. My hunts caught the attention of the Sanguine world government, where I was recruited to join the first iteration of the Sanguine Knights. Um, After most of my teammates were either lost, killed, or blacklisted themselves, I sort of took command of the Sanguine Knights and served faithfully for going on a decade before Azul made his announcement and cracked the truth wide open. Um, I loved Charlotte. I followed Charlotte. I was loyal to Charlotte. I did as I was asked, and I was lied to. And I'm not gonna be lied to anymore or used as a tool. And so I'm gathering a team, and we're gonna fix things.
Straight up. Mm.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. So, a little bit of backstory on where we're going to start off our Sanguine Knights Resistance game with Bruce. But to understand where he is, it's important to understand how he got there. Bruce is what we used to call a techno-organic Promethean. We've later decided that he is what is called Project Perfected Unfleshed. He has many of the powers and abilities of the unfleshed variety of Promethean. And through careful industrialization, few of their weaknesses. His soul is his own in Promethean flesh, a rarity in our world. And he has the ability to interface with computer systems nearby, anything that he can see or sort of sense. When Azul made that declaration, his hunting instincts, Bruce's hunting instincts, before he even was consciously aware of what he was doing, was opening files to verify if it was true. And he found gaps, things that he maybe had never properly looked at before, because why would he? These are the people who gave him his life. They could have just let him be a dead person. They've rebuilt him. The things he found in those files confirmed that at one point in her 200-year reign, Charlotte Sanguine was dead for over 7 minutes. And when she came back, she wasn't exactly the same. The moment he found that information, the Egyptian targeted him and tried to kill him. Charlotte Sanguine tried to kill him, sent knights after him. Bruce was forced to flee. The attacks sent him flying pretty much underground, careening into a bunker that he didn't even know existed. More hidden from him. He found a set of 12 ships, these giant sentinels floating, just sort of hovering in the darkness. Most of them, he could tell immediately as he tried to interface with them, were inert, non-operational. Some sort of sentience laid within, but they couldn't fly. They had active weapon systems, but they couldn't fly. The last one, the very smallest, was the opposite of that. They couldn't find adequate weapon systems, but they were able to get the flight mechanisms going. She was capable, able to move, and trapped. Bruce and this ship, codenamed Seraph, formed a connection. So they took flight. Seraph doesn't exactly fly. She more peels reality while thrusting forward. It's a violent act that merges across realities, and Bruce escaped the Sanguine Knights by jetting off into the spirit world, where in the spirit world, the living ship took on a more ethereal note, great wings sort of cascading around her as she flew. That is where we find Bruce. About a day and a half after his escape from the Sanguine world government. Depending on where you are in the world, is either February 14th or February 15th, 2020.
Oh, good. Just before COVID.
Oh shit.
Bruce, you are flying amidst spirits, ethereal beings glittering in this sort of muted sunlight. The sunlight, you know, comes from beings called solars. They're sort of glistening their light down upon the craft. Below, as you pilot this thing with the sort of azothic grips, the seraphic grips, you can see. Oh no, we lost Biss, but he'll be back. You can see animal spirits roving beneath the tree spirits. Everything here is alive. Everything here is a reflection. You've moved far enough and fast enough that you are not in the reflection of Antarctica, but in the reflection of wherever the nearest forest would be. But you know you can't go far. Seraph knows you can't go far. By the time you cross back over into reality, almost 2 days will have passed. And what this means for an industrial Promethean like yourself is that you have 2 days before your canisters will fill up. Right now, the only thing they're soaking up is wasteland effect. The ship, the beautiful spectral ship with its dorsal fins and its wide passenger cabins designed to hold multiple shock troops of Sanguine Knights, groups that are consisting of 5 to 10 soldiers, often werewolves. But in this sort of cockpit area where it's just you and the sort of translucent glass, you kind of hear the choir drive humming gently. It's peaceful. It's quiet. And then her voice. We can't keep running, Bruce. We need a heading. I need a heading.
Bruce will lean back He's just sort of sitting here and he's rubbing his temples with his hand. Takes a moment to sort of compose himself before rubbing his hands, clapping and rubbing his hands together. And in the HUD display, he'll bring up that encrypted file that he had saved for himself, the New Knights.
Yeah, all the powerful individuals you've seen over the years.
And there are a few like Dakota and, others, Virgil, that were deemed, unsuitable due to tie-ins or levels of insanity or whatever, And then he goes to the file marked final draft and opens it up. You said this was about a day and a half after I escaped?
Yeah.
Which was the same day as the announcement and execution, and I would have drained just before then, so that I can look nice and pretty for the public appearance.
Yes.
So I've got about 2.5 days before I start leaking.
Yes.
We have to find a solution for my canister issue.
The prompt comes up and you see pretty much just a question. It shows a rather wild looking doctor in a kind of like a Hawaiian lab coat with big old flip flops and sunglasses, and shaggy hair. And it says just question mark Mannix Ether.
Mom. Right next to it, I'm assuming this is in the connection between Seraph and I, and we
Mhm.
we
You
can
just
see
use
each
them
other's heads and what. Okay,
Yeah.
so right next to that, I'll open another encrypted file, and right next to Mannix Ether's photo, I'll put a photo of Marcus Ashcroft
Well,
or
a stark
Dad.
contrast. Marcus Ashcroft is in a black. What would it be closer to like a surgeon's outfit? Black, tight knit gloves, and immediately you can tell the difference between Mannix Ether and Ashcroft has technology built all into him, along his eyes, along his spine, keeping him younger, faster. And that was when he was mortal. Now that he is one of the kindred, he knows that the only real thing he needs is his heart and his brain. The other organs are what he calls optional. So he started
Replacing them.
replacing them. Yeah.
It's more storage space, man.
Well, either option, we're going to need somebody at our 6 that we can trust. And then he goes back to the final form list.
Mm-hmm.
And he clicks Alex's file. Out of all of them, this is the one I trust the most.
Bitch.
10 minutes in, I got feels, man.
Real quick.
Yes.
I swear to God, you guys are just trying to get me to cry. That's the point of this.
Alex.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
100%.
Hey man, you decided to bring back no, actually, I kind of peer pressured you into bringing Alex.
No, Alex was always going to
I'm not sure much pressure was needed.
There was.
Bring your favorite character. Oh, come on.
Bring your
Suck
favorite
ass.
character. Oh man. Just one?
If you insist.
If I must.
Alex, in the Norwegian archipelago, it's approaching 10 p.m.
Okay.
But darkness has long been across the land and will be. You get a ping on your, not exactly a HUD, but you are wearing a Sanguine issued suit. And you get a ping. It says, and just simple, it's not even a command or anything. It's just a ping to let you know that it's time.
I'm going to turn to the rest of Black Meridian and tell them that we need to set up our perimeter. I'm going to make the call. I expect that we will have company in less than 2 hours.
A group of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. A group of 5 individuals and what looks to be a nasty looking fox vanish. The cold wind blows, and you are alone, Alex.
I'm gonna pull out my comm system,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna dial Bruce.
Mm-hmm. The encrypted communication goes out, designed to pierce not everywhere in the Sanguine universe, but the nearby realms, particularly the underworld, Twilight, and the spirit realm, the shadow. Almost no sooner does Bruce pull up and start to consciously make a decision, does his HUD, his field of vision, sort of light up, and the words "incoming call." Alex. And you see like scramble, 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 Alex.
As soon as the caller ID finishes decrypting, he's gonna chuckle out loud to himself and go, "Her ears must have been burning." And I'm gonna answer the phone. You know, it's really creepy how you do that.
I mean, dear Bruce, they pay me for a reason.
You free? We got mischief needs doing.
I'm in Norway. You can find me in the Sasson Bunso Land National Park.
We will be back. And we will take care of them.
That's the plan. I have Czar with me, just so you know.
And just like a big old shit-eating grin spreads across Bruce's face. It's been a while since he's had a wrestle.
I'll send you my location.
I'll
she hangs up
as soon as I can. Oh.
As he is talking, she hangs up.
I'll send you a
Click.
Click.
Okay.
Woman after my own heart.
She turns to Czar, her Siberian tiger, and says, "I need you to stay here in this opening. I'm going to be in the shadows as normal. We're waiting for Bruce." And without any confirmation, she walks off.
The big cat starts to make out a growl and then just and looks around.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide in like one of the shadowy, like ice-covered caves that's just off to one of the sides of the canyon. Once I'm in position, or before I'm in position, I'll send Bruce my location so that he gets the ping where Czar is, and then I'll go hide. So.
All right. A moment later, a location pings across the your HUD, and you're able to sort of spread it to Seraph. Sasson Bunso Lands National Park, Norwegian archipelago. 5 degrees, blistering winds, deep canyons,
Beautiful
Aurora
day.
Borealis. All these pictures and images sort of fluttering around as the location kind of hums. Material world, fallen world selected. You feel the sort of command hum. Awaiting confirmation, Bruce.
Let's go get our first officer.
As you just hammer down selecting.
I'm imagining like pod racer controls.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm also imagining the pod racer control. Classic
We're all
gun
there with you.
controls. Yeah.
Forward, back, left, right, left.
Mm-hmm. It was so good. Yeah, it's all pod racer controls. Yeah, as you and you drift this thing around, you press the sequence that's going to activate the phasic hull, and you see reality start to warp as that sort of swordfish point slices through reality, and phew, you pass through the gauntlet. You can feel the shadow on all sides, this sort of piercing cold as the internal temperature of the ship just sort of drops suddenly, and then like a shock, you are back into warmer climes for a moment, and then blistering forward. Cloaking arrays activate to keep you pretty much hidden from most mundane systems, but anything further would need like active rolls. And you're using her safe speed or her max speed?
Well, I'm trying to stay under the radar and all of that, so I think I will use her safe speed.
I like it. You sort of just cruise on, still smashing through the skies, still cloaked. And go ahead and let's do let me pull up my Sarah sheet. There she is. Okay. Go ahead and make for me a Dex plus drive roll, Bruce, and you can add the handling.
Roger that. Give me half a second. I thought I had the Seraph sheet that I wrote up.
Well, you're not using. She doesn't have stats like that. You're the pilot.
Oh, I see. So I have my Dex.
Your Dex, your drive, and she has a handling stat of +3.
Dex. Okay. And you said handling of
+3. Yep.
Roger, Dodger. Oh, that's a good roll.
First roll of the game.
Yeah.
Better be.
Oh, that's a
Right.
good
I'm
roll.
telling you.
I
dude.
failed. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
good. It's gonna be that kind of game. Oh shit.
Yes.
7.
Okay.
No damage at all as the gauntlet closes behind. Everything about the transition between realms is clean. You hear reality anchors retracted, dimensional slipstream thrusters stable, accelerating. Arrival, 6 minutes. And you rocket on. So I am going to popcorn away in just a second, but it's going to be, I want to get them, some face to face. And then we'll see where everyone else is in the world. Bruce, flying this ship is a dream. The agility, the thrust, the maneuvering. You were never really much of a pilot. Never really got the opportunity. But now the ability to interface, you feel the way she flies feels like you're doing it. It all feels so easy, so natural.
It's almost like she predicts my thoughts and wants and does it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Flickering between realities, she puts on bursts of speed before sort of materializing. The Aurora Borealis sort of just kind of burst of clouds as she shimmers between realities. Those northern lights glistening above her in their reds and greens and purples and blues. For a moment, even hidden as you are, Alex, the side of this ship is just magnificent, and you wonder if others in the world can see what you're seeing right now. Is she cloaked to, and you can even see as she's flickering between you, for moments you're not sure if you can see her at all, then you can see completely through her, and then it's as if she's gone, and you're staring at this space where all of your vampire senses are saying there is something there, but you can't see it. And then a hatch opens. Oh, with a nice, wondrous sci-fi hydraulic hiss. Bruce, how do you want to exit?
I want to take a moment as we settle down and just look through the main viewport of the bridge. God, that's beautiful. Sarah, are you seeing this?
Yes, Bruce.
Magnificent. Take like 5 seconds to take it in, like 5 more seconds to take it in, and goes, well, let's go greet our new team member.
Excellent.
And as the thing hisses down, just like blinding light, and out of the light, Bruce's silhouette walks down the ramp.
I love it. Yeah, just hovering there. The ramp is pretty much the only thing that touches the ground. You're able to walk cleanly down it. When you look around, go ahead and roll wits plus composure.
Oh, that one's not as good. But 2 rerolls. 4.
Puffing up from the snow, what looked to be just a mound of ice, you see a Siberian tiger sort of manifest with glowing eyes and lets out a warning growl at your presence. Matt, you know immediately that this is no ordinary animal, but a ghoul, a familiar, capable of drawing on the vitae in its body to enhance its speed and dexterity.
Bruce is going to take a very cautious but prepared stance, just with one hand out and one hand up. Just easy, Czar. Easy, Czar. It's me, Bruce. And he's just going to lower himself to the ground, like down on like one knee with one hand out. Just sort of like, smell me, remember who I am. Very cautious.
Czar, almost with like a pretty clear show of intelligence, like looks at you and looks wary and taps your hand and then looks behind. There's sort of at the nothingness behind him in this sort of winding, beautiful canyon.
She's that way, huh? All right. Well, let's go find your mama. And he'll just... Are there any... It's actively snowing. Well, even if it wasn't actively snowing and the snow was fresh, like I'm gonna find Alex's fucking footsteps. I'm just gonna walk.
Sorry.
I'm gonna walk in the direction that Czar looked in. And I'm just gonna trust that if Alex is out there, she'll find me.
Does your shadow ability cost vitae? Obtenebration.
I believe so. Give me a second. I gotta pull up the correct page.
Yeah. Bloodlines the hidden.
I meant to print this all out beforehand and then forgot to.
Bloodlines the hidden.
Obtenebration. Come on.
Shadow form? Yeah, cost 1 vitae.
1, 5. Okay.
You get everything still functions when you're in shadow form. All of your items are in there. So comms work, but you're not really sure why. I guess now you have a shadow headset. But you in your earpiece you hear on your word, Commander.
Give it a moment. You have to pull him in further. I'm watching as Czar walks Bruce to me.
Mm-hmm.
I assume I can't see the rest of Black Meridian. All I can, like, if I have my HUD up, I can see like their dots where they would be, but visually
No.
I can't see them.
Correct. Their abilities are similar, not similar to yours in that it's shadow form, but similar in that it's a type of true invisibility.
I'll stay inside the shadow, but just inside the entrance of this like small cave, so that he doesn't have to walk too far in.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And I'll just sit there and I'll watch and I'll continue my plan.
It's not. You're starting to feel a little wary, Bruce. No lie. The calm, the cold. The cold doesn't bother you, even when it pitches below 5 degrees. And the blustering winds do little to move your, titanium frame, but the silence. This is. You've seen her work this way before, but like when she's working.
I knew it was going to be a risk coming.
And this canyon is set in the middle of a large national forest. It goes on for nearly 1.5 miles, just curving 2-story tall ice walls, sometimes with roof.
And I've been severed from SWG like servers and all of that, right? So like all of my sensors, all of my other Sanguine assets are in the area sensors, all of that shit is offline. Okay.
You can still get to them, but it would be like hacking rolls. It'd be contested.
I'd have to make my own backdoor.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm here for Alex. So he's gonna stop for a minute. He's gonna. He knows, even though he can't see them, and now he's just gonna assume because it's what he would do, and it's what he knows Alex would do. He's gonna assume there are agents in the woods.
It's just more like a confined canyon.
A confined canyon. Then
it's
yeah, no, she let
not much forest. There's just ice and snow.
Okay.
And a little bit more snow and ice.
Yeah.
So can I see the entrance of this cave now?
It looks like you just see a sheet of ice coming down the side of a canyon, and there's like space between the wall of the canyon
between the ice and the wall. All right.
And yes, you can.
Let's get this over with. And I'm gonna walk into the shelter. I don't know if it's not a cave. I don't know what to call it.
It's a hole in the wall.
Hole in the wall. I'm gonna walk in just inside the hole in the wall and look around.
Bruce.
What'd you say?
You came quickly, Bruce. I wasn't expecting you for at least another hour.
I have a new friend. Makes getting around a snap.
So I've been told.
Do we have friends on the cliffs?
I have friends on the cliffs. You don't have many friends these days, Bruce.
I was hoping I'd have at least one.
I'm sure somewhere you do. Czar still seems to like you. You've got your hand at least. Why
does
did you
this
come
go?
for me, Bruce?
Because I don't know who I can trust. And I'd like to think I can trust you.
We did have a good time on the island. I'm gonna walk through Bruce since I'm in my shadow form. Just
Mhm.
back out into like the canyon area so that we're no longer in the cave.
Okay.
Are you coming?
I can't go back.
You prepared to die here then? They sent me with Black Meridian.
Bruce, you know Black Meridian to be a stealth operative kill group. Each one has an ability that allows them to go invisible, to hide their footsteps, the sound of their movements. They're assassins. In your ear, Alex, you hear, Commander. And this is from your second in command, Dunamis.
Dunamis.
We have him surrounded. He's the Brimos mage.
Understood. What will it be, Bruce? We can take you and Seraph back. Or we can fight. Either way, someone's not leaving here alive.
I know, man.
We're
Wait.
tools. That's all we are. We've been lied to from the get-go. We were lied to about what we're doing. We were lied to about the beasts. And now we're lied to about our own, who we're fucking serving. No. I won't be used anymore. Seraph, we will not be used anymore. We're leaving the tool shed.
Can I talk to Czar without saying words?
I don't know.
Also, can I talk to Seraph? Or do I need to be physically integrated with her?
I think you need to be closer to be integrated. Because she walked too far away into that canyon. As for the familiar thing, I don't think it grants auto telepathy. Cool.
Feral
Yeah.
whisper.
Oh yeah, you could use. But there is telepathy if you have enough doctrine aspects. Slash, yeah, feral whispers or leashing the beast could do it.
I mean, I have both leashing the beast and feral whispers, so.
Okay. Let's see. Feral whispers, learn to understand, speak with them, and make yourself understood. Partially mental. You can whisper to the animal in your own language. You could also hiss, chirp, bark, make a kind of a purring sound, use animal behavior. So you can just sort of do like body posture to communicate if you have that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't have a cost, but go ahead and roll manipulation plus animal can plus animalism. And if you get successes, then yes, you will communicate your desired intent without words.
Yeah. 4.
You can communicate without words, with just body language and low tonal growls.
I'm going to growl to Czar in some fashion that he would understand to get on
to get onto what? I'm sorry, I think a car
Seraph.
went by at that exact moment. Seraph?
Yeah.
Seraph is pretty far away, but because you walked him
That's
away.
what I wanted to do.
Okay. To start heading back towards the ship?
Just to start heading back towards the ship, yeah. To get him out of combat.
Oh, yes. Okay. Immediately, with just love in his eyes, the beautiful white tiger prances off into the cold and begins to trot at a steady pace towards the floating invisible ship with its still glowing, kind of alien-looking hatch.
You ready to do this, Bruce?
One way or another, let's get this over with.
Bruce, roll. You have danger sense, right?
I do.
Hit me with some wits plus composure plus 2.
Wits. And plus 2. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not terrible. That's not terrible.
With my target number in my head, he's kept on edge.
Okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
Well, then why do you have so many rerolls? Put them down.
Okay. What's the target number?
I'll tell you when you tell me.
I rolled a 6.
6 is exceptional, and you beat.
Oh,
So, the target number was 5. Coming out of pure invisibility, you see a being in a black and red sanguine coat sort of appear from your left, but you kind of see it in slow motion as true invisibility falls away from him. All the sound modifying spells, sound dampening spells he'd had just erupt, and his nimbus starts to come. Your eyes are almost just like threat detected, energy surge, and you see this Abrimos is just like, I'm going for a commander, and you see just popping out of invisibility a lightning bolt manifests completely vulgar in his hand with no other spellcasters around, but still, even, let me check. Okay. And he comes crashing down on you, but this is in melee combat. Bruce, how do you respond?
I am going to melee combat. I'm sorry, what is this? Like, he's coming in with a punch, or he's swinging a weapon at me?
He has manifested a Zeus-like lightning bolt in his hand, crackling, surging with heavenly power, and is about to slam it into your chest. His body is moving fast.
Can I grab his wrist and just redirect him to the side?
You can, so without any fighting styles, you'd have to forego your next attack to do so. Like, you can give up your next attack to attack like that. Otherwise, you can apply your defense and armor and then, be descriptive about it.
Can I activate the pyro shield?
Of course.
Okay.
Always.
Let me find that real quick.
Or
No, it didn't make it into packet form. It's still on your computer.
It is, in fact. I had to spend the last 2 weeks scrambling to get ready for hip camp. Okay.
Hippocampus.
Oh, it just says that it acts as the pyro shield transmutation, so sorry about this, folks.
dude.
I will be ready next week. Or more prepared, anyway. Any idea what book it's in?
No, it's not in a book. It's just further in the packet.
So by any chance was this like lightning dude wearing a red shirt or anything like that?
Oh, I see it. I have it. I found it.
Kinda.
First dude who ran in to attack Madara, just all the balls but none of the brain.
So I'm using 5 pyros to activate it, and I roll stamina and athletics.
Ooh. How much does it? It gives you a shield worth how much at that point?
For every 5 points of pyro spent, a shield manifests worth triple that number. Any incoming attacks that would strike the unfleshed instead strike the shield, reducing the structural viability until it is destroyed. So it basically gives me, for every 5 points of pyro spent, I get 15 points of temporary health, or 15 points of damage that is negated, whether that's bash, lethal, or aggro. It just provides me a free box, basically. So stamina and athletics.
Hey, Virgil, I don't want to hear that. Yeah, bro. If you the next 15 damage, you come out my way. You fill into my trap card and get attacked.
Scrap Iron Scarecrow.
You're right. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got some rerolls. 6, 7. Okay, so 7 successes.
Pretty much, I think you just manifest a shield worth that much, and the rest is damage deducted from it.
7 times 3, so 21 points.
Yeah. So your shield is active now.
Okay.
Worth 21 points. You get it up completely just reflexively as the lightning bolt slams down against it. The cave crackles with lightning and plasmic energy, and your shield loses 6 points. 6 points of structural damage as the lightning and all around you, the other members of Black Meridian start to manifest one by one. A changeling called, or I guess you wouldn't really know his name, but a smooth-looking changeling darkling in military clothes that he has somehow managed to make look kind of cool and hip-hoppy. He's added a lot of little voodoo trinkets to it, going to give it some Michael Jackson flair. Dunamis looks just like a rigid mage. Short-cut hair, lightning blazing from his eyes, forces aura all around him, kind of tanned white skin, just a straight default powerhouse paladin looking individual. And then also pulling from invisibility as their stealth gifts move off of them, you see 2 feral looking human beings, warrior women who rapidly, their muscle structure shifts and grows denser, their claws get longer, their fangs show, and their hair starts to get a little bit more unruly, snapping through braids and you know, as they enter their secondary werewolf form. All of a sudden, you are surrounded by foes. Sorry, I jumped the gun, Commander. Dunamis says, as he bounces back to your side.
We were getting there, but it's fine. It's gonna happen either way, so Bruce wasn't gonna come willingly. And sometimes I like to play with my food.
He kind of gives you a look that's like, vampires. But he doesn't like say it out loud because he's not in charge of this unit. As the environment grows hot in there, and initiative looks like it's inevitable at that point. Yeah. You should probably cut away and get someone else, let them get their setup going.
That's fair.
Who is next in our go?
As we're cutting away, I'm drawing both of my rondel daggers out. Preparing for the fight.
Okay. Who is next in our go?
Well, if we're going off of the stream order, the next would be Sorry.
All righty. That is a doable.
I think you're muted.
I mean, are we going 1, 2, 3, or are we going ziggy zaggy zig?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. I'll go second, third, second and a half. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm like, these dudes have good stat blocks. They won't miss forever.
No, 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 no. You're good.
He didn't miss. He didn't miss.
To
He
be
hit
fair,
him.
he didn't miss. Yeah.
He did not
Alright.
miss.
Who's going next? Sweet.
I think it's me.
So
It's
we'll come
either
back to that with
me
that
or AK.
speed of combat. Sorry.
Okay.
It looks like sorry. Okay.
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom, so I figured you guys would just put somebody else in. So that works. Sorry's
It's all
great.
right.
Okay.
I knew what I was giving up.
Okay. Okay. Let me move this beautiful creature. Okay.
With Alex. Understand, I'm never gonna give you up.
Never gonna give you up.
Never.
Never gonna let you down.
It's a threat.
Just because it's sung to a poppy tune doesn't mean it's not a threat.
Okay. So, Cosette has diseases.
So sorry.
What? Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Way to elbow that ghost in the face.
Kabla! Get that ghost. Okay. So you were in New Orleans. And New Orleans is a very
I am.
interesting
Well,
place.
kind of.
New Orleans.
Yeah, you're below New Orleans. If we're being
Adjacent.
yeah,
New
I-
Orleans adjacent.
deeply adjacent. The city is in full carnival mode, as from pretty much the next
Oh,
10 or so days, they are getting ready, all culminating to Fat Tuesday and Mardi Gras, and so it's carnival mode
Yeah.
all throughout the city. But you're not in the city.
hmm
We find
Oh.
you deep below the city, walking in the places where mortals do not tread. And the ride to get there was interesting. The preferred, let's start here. You traveled with a member of your crew, but also your boyfriend in this. The former world heavyweight champion, Michael Montero. Always fun, always a low profile attempting to keep. And
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael, he doesn't necessarily travel in style. If it's up to him, he'll try to keep that low gritty profile, that street cred that he's known for. But the Monteros do frequent one particular Avernian gate over the others, and that is St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, where Marie Laveau is buried. For it is, although it is one of the most heavily vandalized tombstones in the world, most of that is by sin eaters, because the fastest way into the underworld, the fastest way into those upper reaches, is to mark an X on that tomb when no one's looking. Spend a plasm and watch the underworld yawn before you as that ancient tomb transforms into steps that lead away from the light and into the dark. And so while the city was in full uproar, and before the city was fully awake, Cosette Alexander, Cozy, and Michael Montero, sin eaters, geists of the crew called the Pantheon, the number one, although they are a tier 2 crew, the number 1 crew in New Orleans. And so they descended deep into the earth as that yawning portal closed behind them, And very quickly, you get into a place where it is the dark mirror world reflection of all the cultures that have existed in New Orleans over the last 100 years. And this stairway is decorated in flower petals and bloody handprints. The slick steps are slimy with a mix of swamp water, moss, and let's just say revelry excess juices. Indecipherable
home.
ectoplasm, which is also there.
Yeah.
In this dripping dark landscape surrounded by wailing shades, our sin eaters descend. They are called so. They are called sin eaters because they died. And when they died, they came back with a geist attached to them, a type of spectral death god that grants them power and purpose. They now can see the dead. They can see not spirits. Well, they can some of them can see spirits. They can mostly see ghosts, and they have a responsibility to deal with them. Those in the Pantheon have taken a responsibility to keep New Orleans safe, for their ghost population was rampant. Years later, Cozy is very powerful. Michael Montero is very powerful. And the two of them are confident in heading down into the underworld because a rumor has circulated. A rumor of an individual who, a Sanguine Knight specifically, a very powerful one, who was recently murdered to cover up something within the organization. Something that should have stayed dead and buried, but nothing stays dead and buried to the Sin Eaters. If they are willing to go deep enough, dead men will tell tales. And so this former knight, this mage who has been cast into the underworld, all of their anchors, their recent anchors, every tie to this individual on the material plane destroyed. So that way the recently dead ghost exists in the underworld, far from prying eyes, suspicious. But ghosts can be summoned. Like visitors to a lobby, ghosts can be called. And if that doesn't work, ghosts can be found. And so down Cozy and Michael went. Their geists quietly rebelling against this because they don't exactly want to be back down here, but they've gotten comfortable with it. The Monteros have sort of harnessed theirs through exposure therapy, and, well, the bloody huntress, as she was once called, well, she finds such experiences both annoying and entertaining. And this one in particular, very interesting. Michael walks beside you in this dark place. He kind of nudges you in the ribs. You're passing all manner of shades. Homeless who fell to starvation, individuals who are never granted equal rights and mistreated from 100 years ago, even to more recent cases of individuals who fell to various types of cancers, forgotten, lost, confused, echoes of themselves, not really people, shades. But you can feel something out there, something powerful, something new, a ghost with a different resonance. Michael pokes you. Hey, can you feel that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel your elbow too. That was rude.
I don't like it down here, but I'm glad you're with me. Let's get this over with. And he kind of reaches behind him and pulls over a death mask. and he pulls it over his face, and it kind of looks like a blue Oni mask with the horns on the top and the protruding upper fangs. And as it sort of cements over his face, you see his eyes kind of blacken and blaze. And his body takes on a spectral note as his geist sort of swirls around him. The armor of Shroud manifests, kind of like a blue knight that moves around him, the warrior.
I love watching that. It's so cool. I don't need to spend plasm to bring out items that I've stored inside myself, right? I don't believe so.
Like you're talking about, like with the industrial call.
The rings, yeah.
Yes, you would. You have to spend it when you implant it, and then
Yeah.
when you want to pull them out for a scene,
Mhm.
Then you'd have to spend another.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then I will spend that plasm real quick. Mark that off. And tink, and bring my rings out at my arms. Yeah.
These iron bangles, these big steel. Well, no, they're not steel. They're iron. These big iron rings, used in Hungar Kung Fu and hard hitting martial arts, kind of manifest from within. And Michael just, you and my brother are fucking nasty.
I don't hear you complain about it that often.
It's a weird power. That's all I'm saying.
I'm also going to double check real quick. Now that I've taken them out, I'm no longer using that. I'm not actively using that call right now, right?
Oh, I see what you're asking. I do think
because I want to use a different call. I want to use my different key in the call manifestation.
I get you. Potential Brahmana industrial call activation.
Stamina, skill, call rating.
You should be fine to.
Okay.
Another one. Let's see. Secondary powers protest. After the end of the scene. Powers. All powers under a single key that don't require a roll are cumulative. Naturally, a Sin Eater can have a call tied to only one key at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think if you activate a different, like if you go from industrial call to like passion call, for instance, I think that would maybe make your rings. I don't think it would make the rings go away.
No, because I have to activate it again to reabsorb it.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm cool to use another call ability.
Yep.
Another key for the call.
Yeah, the rings will stay on your hand. You've summoned them forth. You can now move into a different one.
Cool. I'm gonna activate.
That is quite fucking cool.
It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna activate the 4th dot of Grave Dirt Call.
Okay.
4 stamina, 3, and Grave Dirt is a cult. Ooh, yes. I got it. I can know this here.
6 sense, unnatural mediums, morbid reality.
Oh. Okay, not you, on you. 5. Exactly.
To activate your next one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
So the Sin Eater's bones and nails become diamond hard. Her unarmed attacks deal lethal rather than bashing.
Okay. And those will for the remainder of the scene?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now that you're both armored, Michael looks at you and goes, good. You never know how these guys are going to respond. Local. All right. You ready for the summoning?
Am I ever? Yeah, sure. This always creeps me out.
Where are you?
Stressful.
Dead knowledge, rescue, plasma. Houses of the Dead. There we go. Parents. Systems. Summoning ghosts. Okay. You and Michael are each going to spend 1 willpower.
Okay.
Okay. And then together you'll roll presence plus occult. I'm going to roll Michael's first so I can use the help feature. So don't roll yours yet. He's going to roll
Yeah.
successes and add them to your dice pool.
All right.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Specialty. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 3 plus 3 to your dice pool.
+3 to my dice pool, you say? That's nice.
Half the time, yes, is me dead.
2.
Okay.
Whew. I did it though. I don't know if we need we're looking for a number.
Let's see. It's 2020. He died recently. So half the time, the number of successes needed is half the time he's been dead. 2 actually in years. 2 will actually get it.
Oh
He
shit,
was
just
killed.
barely.
He was killed not long after the Azul Declaration.
Oh
Um,
shit. Oh
2
boy.
successes then. Okay. The 2 of you close your eyes. And in this dark place, you hear the dripping of distant rivers, the wailing of the dead, the cavernous yawning of this place. But also, weirdly enough, you kind of still hear distant carnival vibes. Muted, echoey, disjointed, drunken. And as the Bloody Huntress, speaker for Hecate, voice of you know who, emerges over you. You can feel her power merging with yours, and you begin to hone in on who you are looking for. The individual's name. Well, you feel your voice and hers speaking in tandem as you call for Senkrad. Senkrad, the mage. Senkrad, who was once mortal. Senkrad, who was once awakened. Senkrad, who dropped with much power. And Senkrad, who yet shines bright. And you can feel these things coming through you. You can hear Michael saying them. You're not really sure you're saying them. Eventually, control reverts to you. You feel her kind of almost like releasing the controls, reverse possessions, shifting back in. You're in the driver's seat, all the plasm, all the power. And you hear her words. He is hooked. Call him. Bring him forth.
I continue the chant. I let the calling just roll through me.
As that word, that name, his shadow name, the mage's for the last X amount of years of his life, the only name that really mattered to him rolls off your tongue over and over, pulsing down into the deep until finally, almost as if a light moving through a dark tunnel, except you realize the tunnel isn't a tunnel so much as shades, and the light is this bright, luminous dead walking with such grace and power that you swear you're looking at a type of geist. But it's not. It is the still luminous echo of a recently deceased mage. Left down here long enough, this individual is nearly guaranteed to become a geist. He stands before you, graying hair. He's old, maybe in his 70s. Dark skin from long days in the sun. Kind of weathered leather features, but noble robes of teal and aquamarine and various shades of blue that when he walks, even in a place like this, you're reminded of the ocean. And you see the way the other ghosts look at him. Jealous, envious, attracted to the light.
Yeah.
Fiending for it. Following his brightness like a throng. And even as he gets there, you can see this ghost is annoyed. Annoyed at being summoned. Annoyed at being followed. Bah! Leave me! And you, leave me. And you can see through your death sight how he was killed.
Real quick. Oh, I have it written down. One of my charms, one of my tattoos, I don't know if this is just on the surface, but it allows me to get a bonus to any initial social rolls to interact with ghosts.
Yeah, absolutely. Does it say how much the bonus is?
+3, yes.
There you go. Go ahead. So now that you're face to face with this ghost, you both opened your eyes. You see his disposition is initially sour. Go ahead and roll presence plus what do you want out of him? Do you want him to be scared, like friendly, something else?
Benevolent. Like he's already in a bad mood. I have some questions that he's probably not gonna like. I was planning on doing a little curtsy myself, but that's me.
Go ahead and roll presence plus persuasion, and go ahead and add your psyche rating in there.
Okay. Do I need to make the presence and empathy roll first to get the +3?
Yes, you would.
Okay, I'm gonna do that real quick.
If it specifies you need to in order to get the +3, then yes.
Okay.
Let's see how this guy's doing.
My lord.
I'm rolling my
Okay,
trash.
so
okay, trash is good.
I got the +3, which means presence plus persuasion plus the 3. Sweet. Oh, and you said plus my psyche?
Yes.
Oh, come back here.
Chance to get exceptional at this point.
1, 2, 2.
So 5? How many did you get? Didn't you just add that to your previous dice pool?
The first dice pool was for the presence and empathy to get the +3.
And then the next one is a 2 overall. Okay, 2 is good. Yeah. 2 is better than my nothing. So, what do you say to him? What do you say to Sanguine?
I'll step forward, and I'll bow a little. I have questions that need answers, or I wouldn't have called.
Still not looking at you, kind of staring glumly out over the black rivers that pulse below. Questions about what?
Why you died.
did you die?
You see a dramatic change come over him. Like his old eyes sort of flash with clarity and recognition. You, both of you, you're one of them. Those talkers. Yes, you care. You care how I die. Because you'll believe me.
Oh.
You'll believe me, won't you?
I will.
They killed me. I was loyal for 40 years and they killed me. Because I knew the truth. Because I brought her back.
He just trails off at that point. Kind of
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, he goes real quiet, lost in his heavy dead thoughts.
Please. Who did you bring back?
Well, I had to, of course. You can't not have a figurehead. She was the most important woman in the world. I had to bring her back. In your mind, Cozy, you hear the bloody huntress. Oh, Mirakan, my sweet boy.
So when I'm using call, she's like right there. She's like, we've blended bodies. I would like to give her more control, and like, I need help. How do I reach him?
She says, you want to give her more control, you say? Okay.
Yeah.
You feel your lips sort of contort like venom until you resemble almost a woman of a very different skin complexion, long black hair, more, I suppose, Mediterranean looking than Cozy.
Yeah.
Your hand sort of almost involuntarily reaches out. You're dead now, Senkrad. Just like me. You didn't bring me back. You brought back something else. And he starts kind of shutting into himself, which maybe wasn't the desired effect.
Yeah.
But
We're trying to make it right. I'm not pushing her back, but I'm speaking with her. Was there anyone you could trust? One person.
Yeah, yes. They're all still monsters, you know. They're not like you or me. We still have human souls. They're all monsters. Trust.
I need monsters to fight the monsters.
The Night Captain will know the truth. The Night Captain has seen the file.
I look over to Michael. I'm like, on the TV, right? On the broadcast.
The big metal fuck?
I was hoping you knew.
I don't know much about the Sanguine. I go to their bars. I fight in their arenas.
Okay. You
Cozy,
said
go-
that we'd already destroyed his anchors. He's in the underworld now.
Yeah, he's trapped here. He can maybe be. There are a couple options to him, but it would take a lot of work to pass him on. As
Okay.
go ahead. Do you have danger sense?
I do not.
That's okay. I think as you have a sixth sense.
Do.
The new but that's specifically for Ghost Numina.
Ghosts, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and Cozy and roll me wits plus composure.
Oh, yay. I'm good at that roll. 2 and 4. Well, we'll see what the dice say, I suppose.
That's a good roll.
My dice pool says I'm good at that roll.
I'm good at that roll on
Okay.
paper.
Hey, I can't talk as a person who
And
failed
this
a
is where
willpower.
I got 0.
Dice.
Big fat nothing.
Big fat nothing.
Good.
Big fat 0. 3 4s, 2 1s, and a 3, my lord.
Okay.
Shit.
But for you in the underworld, it's opposite day.
Always. Honestly.
Exceptional
They're getting
success.
sick of me, I'm sure.
The Senkrad looks up at you and she goes, "Oh no!" And just as he says, "Oh no," in your mind, the bloody huntress goes, "If you found him, they can find him." And just as she says that, Michael violently shoves you to the ground, yelling, "Get down!" As the two of you hit the ground, you see emerging from. Ooh. Sorry, I've got a big old notebook. Emerging from
Another squeal,
stealth,
that's not good.
you see a.
No.
Well, I guess it's kind of hard to describe this guy. You see a massive Mako shark monster in black and red military clothes emerge from nothingness, lunging with all of his being. And where he missed, the ground craters. And as all around him, as this beast rises and turns, you're looking at about 6'4", 225 pounds of weird muscle that the blueness starts to move across the body. The jaws kind of crack open. You see the bloody sanguine symbol on the patch, as then around him, kind of stepping out from nearby passages, you immediately feel the resonance of 2 other sin eaters. And then sort of manifesting just from shadow, using contracts of smoke, shade, and spirit, a darkling. As you are surrounded by 4 sanguine knights.
Video game entrances.
As Michael holds you to your feet, sort of, one hand in front, kind of, "The fuck do you want?" And so they all kind of in unison raise these rifles. Cassette Alexander, you are in possession of the Blood Queen Charlotte Sanguine. Come willingly.
I mean, it's more like she's in possession of me, but
Hey, she ain't going fucking nowhere.
shaking. She's amped. Are they like in a semicircle, or are they like 1, 2, 3, 4 behind us?
They are, let's
Like
say
in a
they are in
square.
a semicircle, because I pictured you guys sort of on a cliff's edge overlooking the Black Rivers.
Okay. That's cool.
But there are
That's
also
scenic.
still Yeah, but that path is winding, you know, like it's sort of like a Six Flags Magic Mountain path. You know, it'll take you down towards the river if you let it, but you'll have to walk in like a zigzag path, crossing parapets, dropping down.
Yeah.
But from where you are is just sort of a ledge before being.
So it's the ledge, us, them. Fuckers.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All I hear is my dad in my head. I hear him telling me to get my hands up, and so that's where they go. Tink, 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 tink.
Michael sees your gesture and he goes, "Fuck yeah! I always wanted to know how I'd fare against a Sanguine Knight." All right. As the electricity in the room sparks, as your call sort of warps further, as the shroud kind of glistens around him, an initiative is about to be rolled. I'm gonna cut to the next person. You gotta set it up. Set up the pace. Okay.
I had an excitement poot.
I
Do we
can't
want
see
to take a break and then do the next two people?
Yeah, when do you want your
I don't know. I'm so amped. I'll just go forever. Let's take a break.
I'm in it, dude.
I feel like I'm keeping like two of you haven't got a chance to play, and I feel bad about that. So, but
It is what it is. We're all in different scenes.
yeah,
It's just how it is the first couple of games until we're all together.
yeah.
We understand.
Okay. All right. Hey, thank you for being with us so far. We will be right back in just a little bit. We're going to get some refreshers, and then we'll see what Savria and Mr. Morgan are going for. All right.
Okie dokie.
I'll see you in a bit. We love you. Hello, glorious souls, and welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay. So while we left Cozy and Michael in the underworld under sudden assault for possession of a very interesting geist, we travel all the way across the world, back up first to the sunlight, and then across to Simi Arcadia in Greece. There, overlooking the ocean, the mage known to the world as Lady Luck, or known to her peers, I should say, Lady Luck, but known to mortals and servants, tenants, and groundskeepers as Sevria, Mistress Vlakos, is in her sort of Arcadian ancestral mountain, a rural mansion in the Arcadian mountains of Greece with views that sort of peer out into the ocean. And the mansion itself is made of like old stone, brick, mortar. It has that sort of like mansion in the middle of the forest vibe. And it is a family property passed down from her parents and her parents' parents and so on. So here, in this sanctum, which appears in mortal wealth and isolation, but also holds untold secrets, we meet our will worker, the Acanthus mage, Lady Luck. Tell us what do we see, and what are we doing as we move through this beautiful Grecian sanctum?
So I would say in the morning, I don't know, I'll talk for myself when I talk, but I'm doing like my morning sun salutations and just like grounding myself, kind of like it's all like stone rook style building, and then I have like the patio on the front that's filled with plants, and the plants, some of them are like stores of mana, some of them are actual plants. But I'm just tending to my garden, but also just like doing my yoga poses and just, like starting my day, setting myself for mind and body, and doing all of my sun salutations in the morning.
Hell yeah.
Is what I guess
Around you,
Yeah.
right now to the world at large, you appear mortal. But standing, doing your sun salutations, you can feel a wealth of power all around you. As a mage, you do not necessarily perceive just one world. Your eyes allow you to perceive different dimensions, different levels of power. But here, in this moment, feeling the sun, it's almost like you're embracing your mortality. You know that at a whim, you can draw the uh, the mana that congeals in your hallow into your body with a breath. You can draw in mana and cast magic. But in this moment, it is sun salutations and deep, quiet breathing in the Grecian shores. This is your family's home, but now it is yours. As you are kind of sort of taking in that oceanic view, you feel the pull of your familiar about you, that spirit that is bonded with you, that calls you friend and ally. But that spirit is not one being, and it does not have one singular name. Your familiar, your swarm of moths, insect spirit, beautiful, flapping about you. Only you can see it. But with every one of your yoga movements, it sort of swirls about the extended limb, moving with you, flowing with you. What are the thoughts that are going through your head as you know that right now, all throughout the world, there's sort of a great change? You, as a fate mage, as an acanthus, you feel that the equilibrium of the world is about to be thrown into chaos, that the balance of everything is sort of off. Even your mentor, Dominus, paused in his training and would not cite the reason, simply saying that he had to go.
Hmm. I think she can probably feel like the changing of the winds and just kind of very in tune with like almost like the beat of the earth, like the earth heart almost.
Mm-hmm.
She can definitely feel like there is, I don't know, she just keeps looking off into the distance, trying to feel more of it, but can't feel why or how, I suppose. There's just a lot of static in like in the ley lines, in the just in all of the atmosphere and in the
There is.
um
Go ahead
uh
and roll your willpower score -3 to represent something that's sort of static.
-3.
Mm-hmm. And this is a meditation roll.
Mm, 2.
Hell yeah. Okay. It's hard being home. You've spent the last few years, like after tracking down the mage known as Dominus, who was part of the group that helped quell the Detroit incident, someone you perceived as capable. And indeed, your time with him left you with access to new spells and new powers. But being suddenly ejected from the company of the Brotherhood of Kings and returned to your, ancestral home almost, it's hard. You're surrounded by pictures of your parents and you together. And even though the scenery is beautiful, there's something deep in the house that is malignant and wrong. And when it pulses, and you feel like it's been pulsing more frequently, it's hard to concentrate. You don't know exactly what it is, but you know where it is. In the basement, behind magical seal and sigil, a treasury left to you by your parents. You hadn't explored it before, but now that you can call upon new spells and powers, now that you are Gnosis 5 and no mere child, it's almost like that basement is taunting you.
I like to think that when somebody sees her that can see like her nimbus around her or can see the familiar, I think the familiar is more like spectral, right? So you can't just walk up and see it.
Yeah,
But
the
to
familiar. Yes, exactly. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like for her, it's almost like the Peanuts gang Pigpen, where he just like constantly has like dirt ruffling around him. But for me, it's like constantly like moths and grasshoppers and locusts and just like winged creatures. So she's just gonna, after she finishes all of her meditations for the morning, she's gonna take a deep breath and then, okay, my pretties, should we go finally check out downstairs? I'm really afraid to do it, but I feel like it's calling to me. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. Don't you dare try and stop me. And
Your
I will
mods,
start
I'll get
taking
you a little
trash
bit.
with my mods. So I will then leave kind of the palace like outlook and then start to. I know, I told myself I wasn't, but I'm going to. I'm going to do it. I know I have to do it. I'm going to do it. Got
All
it.
right, hell to the yes.
Probably has answers.
As you move through your ancestral house, heading downstairs into the common areas and towards the basement, passing family common rooms, portraits, pictures.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Your moths immediately flutter in front of you in a very strange pattern, and it's almost like they're moving low to the ground. You can tell that this pattern is off, something's wrong, or they can see something, they're attracted to something. Go ahead and roll wits plus investigation.
We got 2, 8, and a 9.
2. Okay. As you pause to sort of inspect the area that, let me take a look at what I have for you. The red sigil, Eliona, Primarium, Golem Stone. Okay. Ramos, Master Dose. Okay. You, with 2 successes, you can tell that someone was here recently in your house. They're using magic to cloak themselves, to keep their footsteps invisible, to eliminate traces of their passing, but they weren't careful enough. One of them, as you, something in their aura left a negative resonance that lingered about one of your, like a vase that's nearby in the corridor. And it's just where they passed. You sense, whoa, what is that staticky sound? Is it a car? It might be for you. I don't know. It was you. I think it's just cars in the background. It's not. There's nothing bad. All good. A negative resonance was left lingering around a vase that is just sort of in the general direction of your basement. The moths can see it, can sense it. And there's the hairs on the back of your neck start to prickle as you get that sort of gut feeling, that sort of sickening sense of invasion that someone, something, or someone's is in your house without your permission.
I'm trying to find things that I remember. Oh, did you guys leave the door open again? I hate these feelings.
The moths form into a no for, like, only you can see them, so they form like no in the air before dissipating.
Okay, I'm going to.
They flutter again, and they form a symbol as best they can. It looks like a flag with a teardrop, or is it a bloodstain?
Okay. I will, because I hadn't done it today. I will put my shield up firstly. I wrote it down using my fortune's protection.
Ooh.
And that's shield.
Your first shield?
Yes.
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 Okay. Hell to the yeah. Go ahead and roll Gnosis plus Fate. It doesn't cost a mana unless you're going to make it stay for the entire day.
Okay. Oh, right now it's just for the scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If someone's down there, I must be prepared, or else it will be a really bad time. 1, 2, 3. I get to re-roll that. I got the 3.
3 successes. Okay. Around you, chance, probability, luck begins to form an invisible web, favoring you and providing unfavorable conditions upon all things that enter your vicinity. Bullets will be affected, physical attacks, all things that can be affected by probability will be subject to this unique form of armor. And yet, even as you cast it, subtly, you can see your nimbus flare. Not the advanced form that you know you can call upon, but the general nimbus of a mage. Acanthian thorns and brambles sort of curl about your feet and around nearby table fixtures and legs before vanishing. When the spell is concluded, you feel armored, empowered.
And then, is there a limit to my turns of what how many spells I can do?
Well, right now you're not in combat, so you can just pretty much stack instant actions. Yeah, it's just like 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, casting as you move.
I'm going to, I guess, trigger my receiver spell. To cast my receiver spell so I can gain the ability to listen to sounds outside the normal human hearing. So hopefully I can maybe just I just kind of close my eyes and start to meditate and see if I can feel if I'm not alone now, or if it was like something that had already happened versus, I don't think there's anything I can do as far as like, there's no magic that I'm trying to dispel or anything. It's just that something somewhere has disrupted.
Yeah.
Basically.
I love it. Go ahead and roll. Where does this spell come from? What arcanum?
Forces.
Forces. Fuck yeah. Go ahead and roll Gnosis plus forces. And let's see. You are in your sanctum. A mage in her sanctum. Right. Creative thaumaturgy, all that good stuff.
That time we got the 1.
Okay. Now you're in your sanctum right now, so you don't really have to worry about paradox. And as to the best of your knowledge, the individuals who broke into your home do seem to also possess magic, which means they won't trigger paradox either.
That's good.
Okay. What are you, beautiful sanctum?
Hello. And then I think I just will I'll ready my Nimbus to flare for my living Nimbus for my additional shield, but I'll wait until there's proof.
I see. What's your stamina, real quick?
My stamina is 3.
Okay. So you can have 3 active spells on you at a time, which is perfect because you've got resonance, shield, and now living Nimbus.
Well, I'm just readying it, so I guess that will be my 3rd when it happens.
When you cast it, yeah. Okay.
Or I guess my trigger would be if as soon as I see or hear anything, and then I'm going to take a deep breath and cross my heart and hope to not die.
Are you armed besides being a mage? Like, are you?
I've got 2. Oh,
Okay.
and I have my 2 pistols.
Okay. All right.
Very like
Retrieving your gun, like as you walk through your house, knowing you've been invaded, you sort of just retrieve the guns, strap them in, keep moving.
I don't think I have anything too crazy, but I might also start like setting like if there's something sitting on my dresser, I'll move it over so if somebody walks past it, it might like fall over.
Yeah, as you walk past,
the state triggered that I might be over here.
Absolutely. Your Nimbus is of Arcadian Fey-like. So as you cast spells, probability around you alters. So almost that way, anybody who follows in your footsteps is likely to accidentally bump something, make a noise, things will drop, and you start to head for the basement. You get that sinking feeling immediately as you round the corner and you lay eyes on it. You get that sinking feeling. It is ajar. You can see the inky blackness of the door. Right, the door is a door. No, the door is a door. The door is open a crack. You're open a crack. All right. Sorry. The door is ajar.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I have both my guns out, so I'm just gonna creak. I guess creak in. I don't really want to lose my other abilities to like controlling light or anything.
You hear a voice in your head, Sabria. It is not your familiar, who rarely speaks in mortal tongues. It's unfamiliar and yet very familiar. Something you've heard before, but long ago. And the voice says, Sabria, I chose you. Do not let impure hands take me from you. And you start to see a kind of a green, sickly glow, kind of almost as if like a box was being opened. And inside was something glowing and green. And that sickly glow emanates up from the basement, piercing the darkness.
Why do you always gotta be the basement?
At least it's my favorite shade of green. Positives. Let's think of the positives. Okay. No, maybe I shouldn't say get ready. I'll just keep it inside. I was going to say get ready, I'm coming, but I did not say it.
Real quick, just so I know in general how quiet you're being, go ahead and roll Dex plus Stealth.
Okay.
And are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just, or what's your approach now that you know that people are in your? Do you want to creep down on them? Do you want to burst in on them?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. You're not going to be suspicious.
So how do you put on a, if you can only do 3 spells at the same time, do I just choose one to drop? If I want another one?
Well, it depends. If it's just a spell that you cast and release, it doesn't stay. But if it's something like Living Nimbus is something cast on yourself and it sticks around. Shield is something cast on yourself and it sticks around. Same with like Mage Sight. But if it's just like Lightning Bolt, Fireball, things that are one and done, they don't stack on your stamina.
Okay. But if they don't go away, then they have to choose what to get rid of.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. I don't really know. I can't take my sound away, can I? Like invisibility of sound.
Yeah, you can take that away. Like remove the. You're trying to say that you make no sound when you move? Absolutely. Gnosis plus 4.
I can use. Yeah. Could I use it as forces influence sound?
Yes, you can. You don't know it as a rote, so it's still kind of more like improvised spellcasting, but yes, you can.
Okay.
Go ahead and spend 1 mana and roll Gnosis plus forces.
And I think as I'm doing this, I'm just kind of like, because I'm holding my 2 pistols, I'm probably just kind of like fidgeting with little things on them.
Right. Giving them a spin.
Fidgeting.
Act as your spell focus.
Yeah. All right. You said, I'm sorry, Gnosis plus
forces.
Oh, that checks out. Get off of there. 2. Really loving those 2s.
Right.
Maybe I should take them all out and then only put the ones in that are allowed to be used.
Okay. With 2 successes, you feel as though your footsteps immediately dampen and go silent. You test them on the first rung of the downward steps, and they don't creak at all. The immediate area around you is dampened. You twist the door handle, not a sound. You're as stealthy as you can be.
That is so scary.
At least without going invisible.
Yeah. Fantastic. I could have done that, but then you'd hear me.
Yeah.
So, okay. And I guess I would be pretty cautious. But it's also like, I feel like in my brain, I'm like not out in the wild in a tomb somewhere. I'm like in my own house. So I'm like, I don't know.
What's your virtue and vice? What's your virtue and vice, Sabria?
My virtue is hope and my vice is pride.
Can I get a willpower roll? -3.
Nope.
Because some motherfuckers just disrespected your entire sanctum. Not just that, but you actually -4. Your family's sacred treasury, mage stuff
and
left.
The jewels.
In one way, yes, they are. I almost said gargling. They are gargling family jewels.
Gross. goes out of your mouth? Okay, -4.
Mm-hmm. If you get a success here, you can go stealthy. But
I
if
got
you
1.
don't, your heart is beating hard. The adrenaline is there because danger is literally just around the corner.
I'm gonna get you.
But you're composed enough not to be completely reckless. How do you approach this?
I am very heavily surveying the green glow as I open the door and start to walk down the stairs to make sure there's no shift in movement
Right,
or
right.
like light is cast on the shadow, because if they move, you kind of see something, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm using that, and I am just going down. Got both my weapons gacked and ready to go.
Do me a favor and roll. Is Mage Sight one of your active spells?
No.
That's okay. Do me a favor and roll Wits plus Perception -3. No, I'm sorry, not Wits plus Perception. Wits plus Composure -3. This will show me how much to show you.
Ooh, 2 10s. That means 2 rerolls.
Damn.
And those are not successes, so 2.
Still 2. Okay. Without Mage Sight active, what this looks like to you is kind of like how people see the Predator when he's cloaked. A sort of shifting camo pattern of bended refracted light that allows this sort of being, or pair of beings in this case, to stand in clear sight but retain most of their invisibility. However, even without Mage Sight active, you could see it. You can kind of immediately, maybe it was the green glow, maybe it's just, once again, you're a luck mage and luck is on your side, but you can kind of, the light catches them at just the wrong angle and you can see the perfect silhouette of 2 individuals with kind of stiff collared jackets and military boots before it filters back to like pure deception. But you see them for a split second and you know that they are about maybe 3 or 4 yards away, and their hands are on a stack of crates, and one of them has been pried open, and there you see a small onyx box, no bigger. God, what would I even say? It's just, yeah. Well, honestly, it's just about this big, kind of like Hellraiser's puzzle box, but it's not. I'm just saying, it's about that size. And the top is cracked open. You can see that ominous, sickly green glow. And again, in your head, Savriai, pluck out their eyes. They should not look upon me. Unworthy.
In my head, I just say like, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the eyes. That is true. And then I will, I guess, cancel receiver. I'm really not sure if this works quite yet.
Yeah, no, exactly that. You just drop it. You feel the spell fizzle.
And then I'm going to replace it with the evil eye. Immediate ill fortune upon another.
Ooh, okay. Fuck yeah.
It just slams your little fingies.
What's the roll? What's the resistance roll?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's probably resistance and gnosis, I'm sure. Unless they're gonna try and counter you.
Action resisted. Nope, that does not love. Subject targets composure. 1 sec. I don't want to know about ancient times.
Back in ancient times. Shut up, Dominus, not now.
It just says resisted subtracts target's composure.
That's it then. Okay, but they are also mages. So we're gonna do. So gather your dice pool. Evil Eye, yeah. Fate plus Gnosis. Pretty please. And do you want to spend any willpower on that?
I will. And then any successes I get is 1 die subtracted per fate dot I possess. Does that make sense?
It does. I mean, I don't have the book. That was sort of the problem.
I know. I have the book. Yeah, I know. That is the problem. But I ordered a book today, so we'll have 2.
Okay. Always important. Yes. So go ahead and get your dice pool. Gnosis plus Fate. And then are we spending any willpower or
I am going to spend willpower.
adding any destiny dice?
No, I can't think about that yet. This is
Okay.
all very new.
Okay.
You can't do that one.
Don't think about that yet. All right. Okay. Subject's composure in this case is 3, but their gnosis is 5.
Okay.
So it's
Wait,
minus
wait,
8
what was that?
altogether.
Minus 8?
Mm-hmm. And this is very much you descend down the basement silently around the corner, cast the spell on them. Your nimbus flares. They realize they've been seen. They have instinctive resistance to it. And then it all kicks off.
That's right, the destiny. Can do it. I don't want to get into my own head. 2.
Okay, what does it say for success?
Success causes a number of dice to be removed from the subject's dice pool for the next action he takes. 1 die is subtracted per fate dot the caster possesses. Each extra success affects. So like every success affects the next turn. So 3 successes would be affected for 3 turns or 3 rolls for the.
So you slapped him with a -5 for 2 turns. Fuck. That's heavy. All right. Shit. Blam. Oh.
She reached out and hit old boy with the ray of enfeeblement real quick.
Bro.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
was gonna say something really funny and really witty, but I've taken sound away. So
Your
I'm
lips are
gonna
moving.
start talking and
furiously.
just be like, "And you're stupid," and that's all he hears.
Oh yeah, I see it. Your nimbus flares around you as the spell is cast, and the curse is laid upon this individual sanguine knight who realizes immediately that something's been cast on them, but they don't inherently know what.
You are cursed.
You are cursed. Oh yeah. Hit him with the Danhausen.
Always a good. This is good.
This
That
is
is good.
The individual who you cursed is sort of blasted back by like kind of the force of your nimbus, and his hood kind of revealed, and you see as the invisibility and distortion just kind of flickers and crackles away as he drops that spell. You see kind of a portly man in about 250 pounds, kind of rotund, about 5'7" or so. Kind of Paul Heyman-ish, if I'm being real. Kind of looks like a banker or I don't know, a kind of a portly principal.
He's a manager.
Wearing this is the official red and black Sanguine Knights uniform. And around him, his own nimbus starts to flare, which, because you don't have mage sight on, you can't see it but you can kind of see the distortion as the area gets charged and hot. And he looks, how old did I say? Oh, age 42. Yeah. Kind of in a flamboyant voice. He looks and goes, "Ah, Eliona, she cursed me." And she's like, "Well, Primarium, if you weren't so shit at your job, we wouldn't be caught in the first place. Prepare for battle. Golem, be on standby. The target is active."
Ooh.
You see the two Sanguine Knights sort of square off, and the box is just there off to the right, kind of pulsing. The basement is cramped. There are boxes that line pretty much every wall, and it's all very priceless artifacts. Things that have never quite made it to museums, or things that they took, things that your parents took extensive notes on. A lot of memorabilia from your childhood travels. And now that you're looking around at all of it, a lot of this stuff is very magical.
Magic.
I feel like I should just shoot them.
The one who is called Eliana, a woman in her, who appears to be in about her late 20s, very militant, has the jacket like buttoned completely down. Everything about her is prim and proper, hair trimmed. Very much a mage soldier. Says, "Listen, this artifact is wanted by the Sanguine government. My name is Eliona. This is Primarium. This does not have to become a big deal, but this cannot stay in your possession."
Yes, it can and it will. And I don't care about the artifact you're taking. You're in my house and you have no permission to be here. You need to leave now.
She looks at Primarium, who kind of just runs a hand through his through his it is luscious hair, but you get the impression that it is mana infused and should be balding by his age.
You just said he's 42. Give this guy a break.
He doesn't have good genes, and he's using active life spells to have good hair. Leave him alone.
But you're not far away from that age. And
That
you
magical Rogaine.
I have great hair.
I know. I'm saying don't put down 42. You're not that far.
I know. God, my Italian genes fail me by then. I'll be sad, devastated.
You would definitely already be losing your hair, dear.
I'd be devastated. Okay.
Like I said, your hair is stupid. You can't be here. Get out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and roll. What is your
damage?
Firstly, I guess you sense a spell. You can't see it, but as Primarium kind of runs his hand through his hair, you sense covert spell casting. You feel in the fraction of a second, you feel it, an influence start to come across your mind.
Can I reflexively use Unfettered?
Is that a counter spell?
Yeah, it even says not a spell. It's reflexive.
It is reflexive. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll Gnosis plus Prime. I believe it should be.
I believe you're right.
If it was a rote, it'd be different, but your character hasn't selected all of her rotes.
Oh, it's Fate. It's not Prime.
Oh, it's Fate. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's in. Yeah. Okay. It does say reflectively counters certain types of hostile magic. How would I know what that entails? Okay.
No, it works.
Okay.
Counterspell is always available to all mages. It's just that if most of the time you need dots in the spell that's being cast in order to counter it, but Prime Magic allows you to, like, if you possess Prime Magic, if you mix that with other magics for a new spell, you can pretty much counter anything. You know, without needing to know exactly what arcanum that spell was in, if you're good enough in Prime. And I believe you are a 4th sphere master.
I'm 2 Prime.
2 Prime. No, not
Prime.
4. 2 Prime. That's not bad. 2 Prime is enough. You get basic shielding and counterspell. Okay, so go ahead and roll Gnosis plus Fate versus what is going to be this individual's adamantine arrow rote. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me know your successes. Feel free to, if you're spending a willpower on this. The happy noise I've been waiting for.
Ooh, that's a lot
I
of
swear
10.
these guys missed you. They've missed all of you. They're like, no, this is the pilot episode. Your sanguine knights don't get to succeed. The protagonists will succeed.
My 6, and 4 of them were 10s.
Did you say 6
We gotta
successes?
set it up.
Yep, and then that's another 10, so 7. 7.
Damn. Okay. As Primarium tries to subtly pretty much mind lock you, you feel it before it's going out with just a brush of your pistol. You feel the cold steel, your mind hones, and the sort of a repelling wave crushes the spell before it ever reaches your mind. And Primarium, his eyes widen. The in your mind, seize me, seize me. We will defeat them together. As the
And
box is just like vroom, vroom, vroom.
And I'll just like, okay.
As the well, real quick, because we have a little bit more time before we cut away. Let's get hey, yeah, there's only 2 people in the room. Let's get your initiative.
Okay.
Technically, the first initiative roll of the game.
Right. The other one's cut away before it happened.
All y'all. Which dice should I roll?
Eliana, Lady Luck. Tomorrow has beautiful. Oh God. 11, 20. What are you rocking?
Oh, I don't know. That's an 8.
Oh, and what's your initiative mod?
No need for me to tell you. It's an 8 total. Is
Got
what my initiative is going to be.
No, it's an 8.
No,
No.
it's an 8.
7+1 is 8.
As
Yes.
well, Primaro is going below you, and that's okay. So it'll Eliana's the only one because he just got his spell canceled, so he's not exactly in an immediate spot to retaliate. But so it'll be Eliana, then you. You pretty much just have to beat one person to get to that thing. Seeing you start to dash for it, she sort of is just like, the target's going for it. What is she? And you see her hand sort of light up in fire, and she hurls a fireball at you.
Where does my ill fortune come into play? Is it at Dude Bro or is it at
her? It's at her. She's
Okay.
about to take a fat -5. So I'm just actually
Yeah,
not. I'm not
ill fortune on your cow?
Not a gnosis for 5. I'm just not going to include that. So
No. Misfortune on cow.
or 5.
Include that.
This is her dice pool.
She's sweating.
What's your shield rated? 5.
Yeah.
Your fate
It's
shield.
5. I didn't do my Nimbus, so I overall have my fortunes protected.
Just the
Yeah, my
stat. Okay. She blam and fires a straight fireball. You see 3 lethal moving straight at you, and then it almost seems to like it curves. It curves inexplicably and slams into the wall behind you, annihilating a priceless portrait from Tibet.
Oh, I really like that.
You slide under it easily. As Homegirl uses the rest of her speed pretty much just to put herself in your way. But the turn is yours. And you are within speed of reaching this whispering artifact. switch soon. I'd get like 3-ish.
So I'm going to. God damn it. Okay. I guess I will take away. I'm going to take off my influence sound, and I'm going to. I guess I'll use my present as past to predict the actions of the future now, and then knowing that, I will go the opposite way of her and then shoot her from behind.
Is it a reflexive spell? Because if it's instant, it'll take your turn to look into the future like that.
Oh, that would make sense. It probably is not a reflexive spell. No, it's instant and contested.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
It does say reflexively. Oh, target rolls reflexively.
Yeah. No, this is more of a. It's either a physical situation or.
And I shoot her with my guns in the face.
Oh shit! We're getting clean lethal. Okay.
In the
Are
face.
you casting anything through these guns or just going pure? Pure bullet, or is it a focus for a different spell?
I cast Fireball.
She could. Well, with forces too, she could definitely enhance the bullet to go faster, deal more damage. Wait, what is your forces score?
2. Oh, 3.
3. She could fire a fireball.
Dodge this.
Immediate return fire.
Dodge
With
this, you
interest.
filthy casual.
Oh, I yeah, I mean, I could. So you're saying like a spell that is like strike an enemy with the ball of telekinetic energy, that would be like a spell that I could put through my focus.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that would be one of the ones that Dominus, because he's mostly an attack mage, has taught you as a rote. So that one would be Dex plus firearms plus forces. As you fire a bullet, that becomes a telekinetic force. Just blam! Tremendous damage.
Said, take your hands off my family jewels. Firearms, Dex, firearms, forces.
Yep. Dex plus firearms plus forces.
Don't touch me, Dad.
And then I really am gonna shoot for her face. Does that count as a close shot?
Yes. Aiming for the head. Oh man, I don't know if I have my. I believe it's -3.
But do I have to take the -3 if I have a specialty in called shots?
Oh man, this plant is the bane of me.
Wouldn't that just give you +1?
Love the most.
I love it the most, but it's constantly falling over.
Yeah, I'll chop it.
Okay. Pretty sure called shots are aim penalties. Yeah, let's say they are close quarters. Let's say -2. And then because you have a specialty in called shots, it'll reduce that. So it's only going to be a -1. So Dex, firearms, forces, -1, but you are in close quarters. So they will get their defense. And her defense, Master Knight Sergeant Eliona. There you are. Three, plus an armor of 5. So overall 8.
Am I able to add my dice of my weapon?
Yes. Yes, and plus the damage of your weapon.
Okay. -8.
-8. And you can, and remember, you can spend willpower for a +3. You can all out attack.
I know. I'll spend a willpower.
Yeah, that -8 is heavy.
Fun.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
not the best. It's not the worst. As she lunges forward and you lunge forward, your pistol in hand, and you fire that shot. It doesn't get all of the head, but you absolutely do graze the head, despite all of her armor. You graze the head for a lethal. Shing! As she kind of and her blood splashes across the box, pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. And the camera pans out.
So I do one
Sure.
point of vacuum.
No, you'll do one lethal.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you dealt a lethal.
Hey, you almost got her eye.
Yeah. Shing. You gave her that one of those really memorable scars. And as the
You were
box
striking.
is pulsing, we'll wheel ahead and we'll cut across to our final protagonist, who hasn't got a chance this go.
For real. Get ready. Last hour.
Sure.
Christopher.
Box.
In general, we're probably gonna end at like what 3-ish around there. So like last half hour, last 40, something like that. We'll make it up. We'll make it epic. Epic.
Torture
Okay.
ourselves for a week.
Right. Everyone is just gonna be like, man, I'm gonna kill those knights. Okay.
Come back to it enraged.
I realized while I was working on getting the things ready for our fight that I don't actually have my my devotions. I
Oh
don't have
yeah.
any of my devotions written out, which means the time is going to do, which we're already will not work without my devotions. So I'm good with this.
It'll give you a chance to check because they're hidden. It's like this like tiny span of like 6 pages right after the disciplines,
Yeah.
and yet they're the most powerful fucking abilities in all of Requiem.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Natural. That's how you hide them. You squirrel
Yep.
them away.
They're already tired after reading all of this shit. You put it under a different heading and they're like, you know what? I'll read this later. And then never do.
Okay.
Yes.
Woo!
Some interesting and intense scenes to follow.
I think you'll do just fine, honestly. So traveling all the way across the world to 5 a.m. in the hours in the twilight just before dawn, we meet the wanted blacklist criminal known as Ruin, the man formerly known as Ragnar Morgan. There, amidst the snowy peaks of a mountain forbidden to be climbed by any mortal being and agreed upon by both the nation of Bhutan and Tibet, China, lies Yankar Puensum, the largest unclimbed mountain in the world. Every expedition that has ever attempted to climb this mountain since 1984 to present, before finally being completely outlawed out of respect for the great spirits that live at the top. 4 expeditions failed. Dozens of mortal bodies dashed upon the rocks, unable to be retrieved. And yet this is no mortal being who climbs this intrepid peak, but a beast of purpose and ruin. So tell me, Ruin, what do we see when we look upon thee high atop the mountain peaks, eyes affixed to a temple that should not be, sequestered in a cave that looms nearby?
In a cave.
A temple built into a cave is practical and beautiful. I've seen many of them.
How gaudy. So what you see is a man, and that man is in the snow, unfazed by snow. No, I'm just
Unfazed.
fine.
The
uh,
snow is nothing to this man.
Pointed he has abilities that ignore the snow and the cold, for it is cold and snow.
Mhm.
Nah. Ruin stands at about 6'1", about 200 pounds. He is a lightly colored chocolate milk man. He's half black, half white, um,
Right.
and with green eyes, which he is using to stare within to the storm as if it is nothing more than a shiny, clear day. Uh, Thanks to specific abilities, atavisms, as they're called for him, that allow him to ignore such penalties of the storms and the blizzards and the tundra. Uh, he is wearing what looks like to be a partially tattered military outfit that he's taken from other fellow knight members. Um, some that he's looted off of other corpses that he decided, I like this shade, or maybe these boots were actually particular a fashion of mine. So he's in tack boots, tack pants, but he has a very old and tattered hooded cloak around him. His hair is short and into a buzzed fade, and he has a few burn marks still on from his neck up to his lower jaw. Uh, and he seems to be kind of a walking armory. He's got two handguns, a machine gun. He's got several throwing knives, a couple of grenades, and a bastard sword. Because he knows that the thing that he's going after is not easy to kill. Um, the thing that he's going after, he was contracted to kill. But it also happens to have something that he wants, so two birds, one stone. And on his left wrist, he has what looks like um, a bloodied and tattered and ashen cloth, which is actually the onesie outfit he could find as remains from his child. And he's turned that and wrapped that to like a kind of a bandana around his left forearm.
That like reddish cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah. With almost like a flicker of perception, Ruin, you can see inward, and you can see your heart chamber where your avian horror rests, guarding your sacred center. And with that same flicker, your eyes become like that of an avian predator, and you look about and you know that it sees what you see, and you see what it sees. And it remarks, rumbling in your soul where it resides. You are close. Your prey will taste destruction. Will you catch it with dawn? Force it into the rays of the sun?
You know, that wouldn't be fun for me. That'd be almost too easy. And as we both know, I'm not that patient.
As you continue climbing, ascending, you think about what you learned from that Sanguine night that you intercepted and tortured. Did you leave that individual alive?
No.
The Sanguine Knight,
Well,
Dante Darksteel, an Iron Master werewolf, no longer lives, but you have taken up this hunt. As you've climbed this mountain, you have seen evidence of his team all about. On stakes, on pikes, in piles of wretched up flesh, some of which has been stretched to make leather, whipping like heavy flags in the frozen wind. You can, as you finally can have laid eyes on it. Do you like read the local languages of the area, either the descriptive Budan or Mandarin? You see there, sort of carved into the mountainside, Temple of Perfection, and stapled outside are the recently deceased forms of Dante Darksteel's team. A Ferrist impaled through its beautiful skull, and another vampire desecrated and ripped open, left as trophies outside the temple. They're fresh, or relatively fresh. You gauge within the last week or so. Blood stains the entrance.
Well, I guess the wolf will be able to lead them from the underworld. Serve these knights right.
A sick chuckle from your heart.
So I've made it to like the cave / temple entrance.
Yes, you have.
Or the.
You're there. It's probably about 20 or 30 yards in front of you. A little bit more of a climb, but you're there. You've laid eyes on it. You can see the Tibetan cypress decorated with murals depicting the rise of your prey.
Right. We don't have to dance with these boys, but let's go ruin someone's night.
Yes. Yes.
And he's going to just stride in there. He's not attempting to hide anything. He's just walking straight in.
Love it. Your footsteps, once you finally reach the entrance proper, echo about. Mm-hmm. As you walk, you can see that this place, it's set up in a way where multiple individuals could worship, but in all the places where a person would kneel, you see puddles of dried old blood. And as you walk, the torches sort of smelted into the wall with like old iron bands. The recently doused oil lights and ignites. Little crackles pop to your left and right. As all down the row, doom, 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 you could see more flames flickering, lighting the way. Your eyes rapidly adjust to the orange and red glow on the inside of the cave. And there, written in blood and various hues taken from local plants, crafted with pigments, and certainly over 100 years old, you see the murals depicting the rise of the perfect being, Lazarus.
Is this the Lazarus pit?
It is not what in a way, this is Lazarus's pit. Yes, this is his chosen pit.
It is a.
It is a pit
So-
of Lazarus, but maybe not the Lazarus pit.
Right.
You see murals depicting Venice.
Why is it always vampires are insistent on playing with their food? It's disgusting. That's like me leaving mashed potatoes all over the place or spaghetti. Like, and then he takes he does a short burst from his his M4 and kind of like lights up one of the murals and says, "Not so perfect anymore, are you?" And as if also kind of to like ring the dinner bell to let someone know like there is someone here. She just da 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 da, and this echo.
You almost like as you wait for the response, listening, you hear this heavy swinging, like the sound of a giant metal oar cleaving through the air. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's not getting closer. It is steady, practiced, taunting. You hear a purposeful scrape of a boot, a shifting of a stance. And you know that around the cave bend, literally 30 yards away, just around a cave bend, you can see the shadow of your prey moving through sword stances. His powerful shadow cast onto the wall behind him by firelight.
He's like, oh, oh, so somebody is home. Good. I almost thought I made this trip for nothing. He's like, oh, Lazzy, where are you?
As you walk that corner.
You walk around the corner, like, oh, there you are, playing with my blade.
You see, I guess, the kind of broad back of the vampire Lazarus. You see his chest armor is set off to the side, and he's just in kind of like leggings and steel greaves and boots, the lower half of his armored attire. Bare chest, you see his back is lined with scars that he probably could have used Vitae to heal, but he leaves as reminders of times he did not block a hit successfully, times that his opponent got behind him, marks of his failure. And you see the scarred back and the powerful sword, which looks like a 6-foot steel oar attached to a long handle. It has a sort of a guillotine dip in it, and it's ridged on one side entirely with brutalizer spikes. The short, black, blonde hair, pale complexion, otherwise clean shaven. This is the progeny of the vampire god Cain. And he turns around and locks eyes on you. And you feel this kind of pressure exert over the environment as rocks begin to rise around and the walls begin to tremble a little. You are noisy and not worth my time.
As he does that, I'm gonna close my eyes and like laugh at him. And I'm gonna open them and I'm gonna use my eye of heaven as we're talking.
That's what I'm talking about.
Which allows me to gain insight and understanding into specific things about my enemy, things that one can tell. His hopes, his dreams, or aspirations. But most of all, I'm looking for weaknesses or tilts, any scars, damage he might have already taken, something I can take advantage of in combat.
I love it. What's your current satiety? Are you getting all of the abilities or?
No, not all of them. Well, currently his satiety is at an 8.
Oh, so he is sated. He is sated. Okay. So you're
Yeah.
not low satiety, but you can still activate it, get the normal ability. Are you spending a satiety point?
Nope,
Not yet. Got it.
not right now.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's instant and it doesn't really have a roll either. I love it. It's just
What is this? A
straight up.
goddamn Sharingan?
Yeah, you remember it. Beast powers
Oh,
are
this is
remember
that
my
thing
shot.
he used in Beast. Okay, this is
Yeah.
the thing that okay, Devin used in Beast. Okay,
He's gonna look at
Um,
he's gonna look at
on
Alex and
Norman
go,
of all
"No."
people.
as
Yes,
your
I did.
let's do it. Let's go down the row. As your eyes lock on him, time seems to freeze and information almost as if like you and the avian in tandem. I don't know his name, so that's just what I'm calling it. You and the avian horror in tandem, roving through what you can see, taking in every detail of this vampire and turning it into readable statistics. Um,
Right.
you spent studying her prey. You learned one of the following about the target. Okay, so for your first turn, as we continue talking, for your
Yeah.
first turn, what are you learning?
I want to know if any negative conditions or tilts, anything he may be suffering from currently.
He
Hunger, a
is
damaged leg,
okay.
depression, things like that. Something that can try to use to my advantage.
It's more of a mechanic. Okay, uh, the negative conditions or tilts he's currently suffering from. I would say he is exhausted. His willpower is close to being spent, and he doesn't have much to spend. And he is a little bit purposefully blood starved. He hasn't fed properly in a few days, and he's been pushing himself through training, and even now, uh, his vampiric body is telling himself to sleep, and he is pushing through that by spending a vitae to, make it through the dawn, and his evolutions are kicking in to sort of contrast with the rising dawn outside. But this far into the cave, the light's not likely to hit him. But if
Yeah,
this fight went outside, for instance, which a powerhouse fight could, um,
yeah.
so he's beginning to activate those. But I would say his primary weaknesses right now, he doesn't have a lot of vitae to his name, and he doesn't have a lot of willpower to his name.
Hmm.
Otherwise, he is at full health, and uh, I guess he does have his clan weakness, but I don't think that'll really factor right now. It affects his social roles.
Yeah. Mhm. You you say that I'm noisy. I consider it a courtesy. You see, I want you to know that I am coming. You say that I'm not worthy, and yet I think of the two of us, I'm more worthy to carry that blade than you. You see, you hide away such a beautiful piece of art. Me, I'll put it to good use.
He stabs it into the ground in front of him.
Mm.
You want what's
But
mine? Oh, go ahead. Anyway, you talked long enough. What's your
yeah,
next request?
uh,
As he starts to talk, your eyes immediately go.
I want to know any if he has any kind of fate or destiny he may possess currently.
He is fated. Yeah, okay, yeah, just straight up.
So
He is
that way
fated.
I,
Okay.
oh sorry. So that way I know it's one of those things where it's kind of a worker about, but something he's used before. He knows that if something is fated to happen in the future, that means he probably won't kill his prey, but that doesn't mean he won't succeed in his path, type thing. So he basically wants to know is like, but if I do kill him here and now, obviously that fate can't come to pass.
Absolutely. Across your eyes and into your mind, you find that Lazarus is fated to destroy and usurp the blood god Cain.
Ew. I like that.
You climbed all the way up here. For this. In your hands, a blade of this proportion will be nothing more than a meat cleaver. You can never draw it. It's not in your blood. However, I would not be true to my ambitions if I did not humor you. So come. And he kind of looks at you for a long time. Go ahead and roll for me your willpower plus lair trait. And this is a resistance against mental incursion.
Ooh. Wait, I have something for that.
Love it, love it.
Yeah. Easy. No.
Yeah. Oh, it would not. I'm sorry, I gave you too much. It would just be resolve and plus lair.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I didn't take it. Damn, that would have been awesome if I did. But I forgot. It's something I can take in the future. So resolve plus layer.
Resolve plus lair versus opponent's dice pool.
Okay.
Let's spend some vibe. All right, let's see what we get. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave.
I got 7.
Gnarly riffs. Okay. You feel you feel the telepathy attempt sort of rip across your mind, and it kind of probing, affecting, and then it breaches away. You are powerful.
And then I hear a screech from my avian.
He picks up the blade. I rescind my previous statement. Maybe you are worth my time.
Maybe. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you why I'm actually here. That just happens. The blade just happens to be a bonus. And then you see that whatever smile he has, any kind of like mirth, literally like fades, and he becomes like hard and cold as ice.
What's your third request
And
from
my third, I want to know his virtue or vice or equivalent. He's a vampire. I know weaknesses of like stake to the heart, fire, things like that. My father taught me about those things.
Yeah. His virtue is faith, likely in some sort of internal personal code or creed. His vice is envy.
And okay. Yes. And he takes out from like behind him in his pocket, and he throws down a also kind of like plastic melted and like ashen baby doll, and throws it at his feet. He's like,
What is this?
approximately 5 months ago, you decided that you were a bit hungry, so you fed. but you were ravenous and you fed on an entire village. You attempted to burn the entire thing to the ground, hiding your evidence, maybe hiding your shame. However, someone knew that this was you. Someone put a bounty on your head. And unfortunately for you, one of my many, many abilities allows me to see in time. You see, I can see everything that happened to that little doll. And I can remember your visage ripping into her throat. And that led me here to you, to tracking you. Well, it led me to a knight who, the knight led me here to you. Although it took some encouragement. But you see, I must honor this bounty, and you must pay for the sins of what you've done to this child and to all the other children. And that is the real reason I'm here for you. And with that, I want to use Stormlash and use the wind to knock the flames out into darkness.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Stormlash.
Also, the ability, direct is a direction sense advance allows me to look into the object of a history if I know what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So.
Stormlashed is okay. Action instant. Dex plus athletics minus defense. Oh, I see. That depends how you're using it.
Yeah.
You're more powerful blast of wind by beating his horror's wings. Effective range. Oh, I see. Disperse smoke glass. Yeah, got it. Boom, boom, boom. It is the deed is done. Yeah. So you're not targeting him. You're targeting the area. Your horror's wings sort of whoosh manifest for a second. He can't exactly see them because it's not a physical effect, but you can see them. Creatures like you can see them. And then the whoosh, the beating of the wind, the roiling wind from your lair, snuffing out all of the torches at once. The smoky, gloomy darkness, and far, far, far at the end of the cave, the rising sun making that glistening orange glow. The two of you face off. You see his eyes darken as they fill with blood, your eyes almost darkening with a storm. Two creatures capable of unleashing nightmares with a glance. And they will roll initiative at the start of next game. I believe being 3, that we hit our 4. That's 4. Yeah.
That's it. So
I know. Ruin's like, damn it. I'm there. You fuck.
I'm there. Just let me hit it.
Just let me kill him.
Question is, am I in danger?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we're in a little danger.
I think we're all in danger.
We're in danger.
I like
No,
it.
Jack, you and I are fine.
It's like, no. We're just gonna go back to Sanguine headquarters. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. So, like, blacklist number 12, Lazarus, prodigy of Cain. I'm here to cross you off the list.
For real. All right, my lovelies, we will return same time, same Sanguine channel next week, and we'll continue this resistance, the tale of these gathering protagonists, each for one reason or another interacting with and or around Sanguine Knights or the Sanguine Blacklist. Theirs is a story of justice, perhaps, of resistance, of oppression, cruelty, and definitely systemic corruption. But we'll get to that next time. For now, we love you very much. We will see you in about a week. And remember, at least until they're exposed, bright may be the day, but sanguine is the night.
Sanguine is the night.
We love you, squad.
Have a good one.